Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes. Hi, how are you?
Not doing too bad, man. Just staying out of trouble. What about you?
I'm doing well.
Great stuff. Great stuff. So dive in with me. I was onboarding a student and it took a while, so that's why the meeting got a little bit delayed. But we're here now. I was reading your type form. I saw that your goal is like you're already retired, but the main thing for you is you're looking to, have enough income or like enough to actually provide for low income high school students
Yes.
or seniors at your local school where you taught. Is that right?
Yeah, I taught at a local high school here in Houston
Okay.
for primarily for international students.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it's a really interesting high school. It's the only one in Texas that's a
Uh-huh.
full-time high school program that meets at night. So
Oh, okay. That's
from
interesting.
3:30 p.m. to 11:10 p.m. at night.
Mm.
And we
Yeah.
have, it's probably 95% Latino. And then I had a couple of students from Afghanistan and a couple of students from the Congo.
All right.
But very interesting school.
Okay. Yeah.
These kids would work during the day, various jobs like
Yeah.
Burger King and those
Stuff
kind
like
of,
that. Yeah.
and then come to school at night.
Okay,
And
that makes sense.
to
Yeah.
get out, they're low income, and I'd like to be able to,
Mhm.
to give them scholarships and that kind of thing. So
Okay.
I've got a, I just want to be fully transparent so you know exactly kind of where I'm coming from.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a retirement account and a
Yeah.
pension fund that's
Okay.
already taking care of daily expenses because I'm
Yeah.
single and I needed to toss that over to somebody else because I was screwing it up. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's all good.
So I told these people, and it's basically the guy that is my
Mhm.
tax guy. What he does is he just sends me a check every month for about
Yeah.
$8,000. Okay, and that's
Okay.
what I use to fund my living expenses and
Oh, yeah.
fund
All
account.
that other stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And so I have this. Let's see. Let me try to make a long story short. So I have been doing random investing
Okay.
probably 25 or 30 years. I wouldn't even call it investing. I would call it buying stocks.
Okay, so just generally just buying stocks. Okay.
Probably the first time I sold was a couple of years ago, and I sold some Wellington fund,
All right.
which is a Vanguard fund.
Uh-huh.
Probably the second time I sold any stocks was last November.
Okay.
Sold some Microsoft.
All right.
And I thought, if you don't mind, let me just share a screen.
No, you're good, man. You don't have to share a screen. Just walk me through this real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
So I've got this portfolio of about $250,000 or something like that, and I have 40 stocks. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a mixture of stocks and mutual funds.
Okay, so like kind of a combination then.
Combination. I have no plan. Okay.
Mhm.
And for the first time in my life, I've got the time, but I have no plan. I have
Like structure.
no structure. I can't tell you when to sell, when to
Mm,
buy.
that could be trouble.
Pardon me?
That could be trouble, not knowing when to sell or when to buy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's almost unmanageable. Really.
Oh,
I mean, with
really?
different. So I've got some stocks that are dividend stocks,
Mm.
like Home Depot and
Yeah.
Lowe's, those kind of stocks.
Okay.
And then I've got some other stocks that are more like Walmart and Target, or those kind of stocks.
Yeah.
And then over the last probably couple years, I don't know anything about AI, but
Okay.
I've started dabbling in some of those. Just
In some of those stocks. Okay, I guess just generally speaking, when it comes to like that structure, how long has it been since you've been feeling you haven't had it? How long has that been the case for you? Just to give me a number.
Oh, 5 years.
Okay, 5 years. That's a decent amount of time, man. Like over the 5 years, like do you feel that lack of structure has had an impact, on how you actually want to scale your portfolio so that you could actually have that impact on, the high school senior kids?
I would say an adverse impact. Yeah.
How so though? Just to see if I could help. How so?
Because how to sell, I've missed a lot of opportunities probably
Mm,
be able to uh, to get out of stocks
Yeah.
when it's high. I mean, just as an example, so I sold Microsoft.
Okay.
I sold about, I don't know, probably 50 shares maybe of Microsoft last November.
Okay. Yeah, you said November as well. I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And it had gone up to about $455 per share in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I had thought about getting out. And I was like, wow, it's gotten really high. But
Okay.
I was afraid to sell because I thought, okay,
You're
I don't
afraid.
know. I don't know if I should sell or maybe it'll go higher.
Oh, okay.
And so then it comes back down and it starts trickling down.
Oh,
And then it goes down to like 415. And I'm like, I'm just going to sell some of my shares, right?
and you sold it.
And
Right.
I sold that. And then I'm glad I did, but it kept going back
Going
down.
down? Okay. Yeah.
I
No,
thought,
what you
well,
mean by that, man.
maybe I should get back in, but I didn't. And now it's back up to, like 412 or 415 or something.
Yeah, so more or less like 420, 430, around that range, right? Tell me one thing, man. Like, obviously, besides you wanting to have maybe less of that adverse impact, right? Besides that, what's your reasoning as to why you're like looking for more of that advanced help from someone like Tom, rather than just, I don't know, going on YouTube, trying the free stuff like how most people do? Like why not just do that?
Say that again. Why
Like,
not?
like what's like besides like the adverse impact that you saw like over the past 5 years and like in November. Besides that,
Yeah.
what's your reasoning as to why you're looking for more of that advanced help from someone like Tom, rather than just going on YouTube trying the free things like how most investors do? Like, why not do that?
Because he's got a system, like a plan.
Yeah.
Like when I saw, I think he showed this quote from Robert Christensen or something. It was a quote that he, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I read it, and I'm like, okay, that's me. That's like, I mean, I guess, I can spend a bunch of time going through a whole bunch of podcasters and whatever.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anybody really that had a structured plan.
Process.
Yeah, a process that can eliminate the emotion.
Okay.
Out of going into, I guess, the buy sell process.
Great. That makes sense. No. And I get where you're coming from, man. Like, I get that. When it comes to you, like, getting like that advanced help to get a better process, like before you and I started speaking in the past, have you ever invested into like a coach, a mentor to help you with it?
No.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty. My question is like, why not though?
Pardon me?
Like why not? Like, why not?
I've never had time.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a simple matter of, I just haven't had time to, mess around with it. I've been investing, but I thought it would be a wise thing to invest in stocks.
Uh-huh.
And I'm glad I did, because it's paid off. But most of the investing that I've done outside of this account has been my 401k plan.
Okay, I think you mentioned that to me a little bit earlier as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so aside from the time, man, because I know you were a school teacher, right? It takes a lot of your time. Which shifted recently? Which shifted recently for you?
Oh, I retired.
Okay.
So,
oh yeah, my apologies. Yeah, you said that too. So,
yeah.
So like, at the end of the day, man, it's like the money. The meaning is like the money isn't like the number, but the meaning is a different thing. Like, tell me one thing. Like, for you to be able to like, build that foundation for the students that you want to help out and like make that impact, how much do you feel you would need to have in your portfolio, like in the next 5 years, let's say?
I mean, to be real honest, I would love to have $1 million.
Okay.
But it's like, okay, when the question was asked on the inquiry, I'm like, even if I could double my current value, should be like 600,000. I mean, I would just be thrilled.
Okay, but $1 million is like the real goal then, if you would love to have. Right. Great. Okay.
Yeah, $1 million would be awesome.
Great, man. So I'm just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
like, what's behind you wanting to, help out those senior high school kids so much? Like, what's behind that?
Well, first of all, I don't have any kids on my own, and I guess having taught these kids and seeing the way these kids,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go work from 6:30 in the morning to 3:30, and then you're going to come and be in my class or come to school from 4 p.m. to 11 at night. These kids are really, I mean, they want it, right? That they are really dedicated to the effort. And I just want to help these kids succeed. So I went over to the school. I'll give you this example. I went over to the school 2 weeks ago, and I met with two of the students that I had that are going to be graduating. Asked them what they wanted to do. One of them wants to
you went back to school, man. I'm going back to school already. That's good.
Well, I mean, I wanted to see, you know, what the status of these kids.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, I sat down with them and Principal Rivas, and I'm like, you know, what's going on? You know, what are y'all going to do after May? And they said, well, one young man works at a bakery, and the other young man works at a an auto repair shop or a body shop.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, well, what are you guys going to do? And they said, well, you know, basically just continue working. And I said, well, why aren't you going to school? You know, why aren't you going to go to Houston Community College or something like that, or trade school? And they said, well, basically, you know, it's a money situation.
Really?
And I said, okay, I am going to help you guys. I'm going to set you guys up for success.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you guys a scholarship and at least get you through the first year of Houston Community College.
Okay. So they get past it, right?
Yeah. So at least they can get started. Now, the first thing they're going to have to do is take a couple of classes in English.
Yeah.
They knew enough English to pass. In Texas, we have what's called the STAR test, which is like a.
I think I know what you mean by that. We have that in California. I think.
Oh, okay. So they knew enough English to pass that, but in order for them to really be successful in college, they need to be fluent. So they'll probably have to take a grammar and a composition class.
Okay.
And so.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, I told the counselor, I said, look, figure out what we need to do to get these kids enrolled in that, if that's what they're interested in. And I will pay for, you know, the class, getting them enrollment, you know, enrolled and all that. And she said, well, one kid, okay, so these young kids' names, one of them is Matthias. He wants to be, he said he wanted to be in business. And the counselor said, well, when he thinks of business, he's thinking about going into the business, you know, that he's currently in, like the body shop.
Okay, like the auto repair like you mentioned.
Yeah, like auto repair. And so he really wants to go to a trade school so that he can open a business, not go into accounting or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, let's get these kids started, and you know, let's get them, you know, into the English program or whatever. So this week, she's meeting with the students, and they're going to meet with the counselor at the community college.
Yeah.
Figure out what needs to be done, figure out the cost. And I said, look, as of right now, you know, let's say it's less than $1,000 to do the first semester. Let's get these kids going. And she said that for the young man that wants to go into to work in the body shop, he's probably going to need tools. And I'm like, okay, you know, we'll have to look and see how much it's going to cost, you know.
Because it's cars. Yeah. It's wrenches and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I said, look, let's just put a cap on it, and let's just say I'll give them each $1,500 scholarships, and then we can just kind of go from there. And if they succeed, then we'll keep going. So
that makes sense.
That's the kind of thing that I would like to do with this fund.
Yeah. So tell me one thing, man. It's like, what impact do you feel that would have on them if you were to actually be able to give them that fund, you know, give them that, not even sense of security, but like literally give them like that sense of like opportunity?
Oh my God. These kids were like blown away. I mean, they're just like, they are so grateful.
Yeah.
And so inspired, because it's like they have hope, right? It gives them hope. I think the other thing too is most of these students, they're working and they're sending money back to their home country.
Yeah.
And so,
USD, when you're going back
pardon me?
if you're earning in USD and you're sending it back, it's quite a bit in any other country, right? It's like, okay,
Yes. So they are like super excited just about the possibility of fulfilling a dream.
Mm.
So, anyway, it makes a huge impact on these kids.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's what it's about, right? Like if for you it's like that contribution, like $1 million to be able to do those things. It's
Yeah.
like I know you said for like the first semester, but ideally speaking, so I could see a number. Like how much would you actually want to give back to them, like as a whole? Is that just 1.5K each, or is it a little bit more?
Well, I put a limit on it to start off with because I didn't
Okay.
want, for example, this young man. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
one young man wants to do body shop,
Yeah.
or the
Uh-huh.
other young man,
Yeah.
Kenny, he said that he wants to be a surgeon. Okay.
Okay.
And I tell you
Yeah.
what, I can't commit right now to paying for all of your medical school, but let's just start with something fairly simple and get you started at the community college.
Okay, so like the start, I guess like for the medical school and the auto repair, like as a whole, you know, the long term, how much do you think it's going to cost?
Are you talking about for the body
Yeah,
shop?
yeah, that's about the body
The
shop.
body shop is probably going to be about $5,000.
Okay, so five grand, and then
Okay, not a
and then
problem.
for medical school, how much do you think that's going to be?
Oh my gosh, if I was to pay for Kenny's medical school, it'd probably cost 150K.
Okay, so that's 155K to be exact. All right.
Oh, I mean, over the course of, gosh, it'll probably take this young man, you know, a good number of years to do that. But yes.
Yeah. The thing at the end of the day, man, is like you accomplishing those things, you being able to make that big enough impact and leave a legacy, I would say at that point as well, because you're building a foundation, you're building an actual, you're contributing, like you being able to contribute
Right.
at that level.
Yes.
What would that do for you though? Like
Um,
personally?
personally, I mean, it sounds trite to say it's fulfilling, but it's like I want to leave a legacy because not having any kids,
Mhm.
it's like there comes a point where it's like, okay, you have this money.
Mhm.
I mean, how much is enough, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got enough to live on. I see
Mhm.
their needs, and
Uh-huh.
I just want to help meet these needs.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's just crazy fulfilling to me to be able to do that.
yeah, the thing about this, man, it's like when it comes to fulfillment, when it comes to making a big impact, when it comes to making a big enough change, like with those kids, like when they left like their home countries to go to America, I think the consequences of them not doing anything in America were like, are you going to be lazy? What's going to happen if you don't make money, if you don't get an education, or simply if you just don't do anything? The consequences, like, you know, towards my family, like I wouldn't be doing everything I should be doing. And so you sort of have to create both, right? Because like they knew that them doing the work, them making money, it's gonna give them like the sense of fulfillment as well. Like they're making good money, like or they're making some money, and they're able to like feed themselves, contribute, all that sort of stuff. But they know if they don't do it, the consequence of not doing it, of missing on that opportunity, it's greater than anything else. It's more impactful, I would say, in a negative way. And so
Sure.
you sort of have to you sort of have to look at both, right? So my question to you, it's like yes, there's a fulfillment, but my question is like, what happens if you what happens if you don't? Like, what happens if like we don't take necessary actions, the necessary steps to actually, you know, give them that fulfillment, to actually help them with their like actual expenses with medical school and their opportunity, and we can't feel that sense of fulfillment ourselves. Like, what
These
happens if we?
are just going to be off to the wayside. They're just going to be living a basic mediocre life, just like many of the other students around here that didn't do what they did.
Yeah. And
It's just sad, really.
yeah.
What happens when they don't have that opportunity?
And the thing about this, man, is like the hard question to ask is like, is that like a reality that you want to see?
Uh, the reality.
Yeah, is that a reality? Like where the mediocrity, like is that something you'd want to settle to see?
Oh no, heck no. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this is because
Exactly.
I do not want, you know, the whole reason I even went into teaching specifically these students, is because these students came here, they came across the border. Most of them are not here legally.
Yeah.
And it's one thing for me to say, okay, well, let's just send them home.
Yeah.
Bottom line is they need opportunities. They are here, they're not going home. And I have a real desire to help them be productive members of society.
Okay.
I guess one of the things with these students is that they can go home, but they know that the opportunities are here. And I realize I don't want to get, into too much politics, but administrations come and go. And I would at least like to set them up for success so that if the opportunity does come up for them to be citizens here, they're prepared.
And like they have it settled down. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And if they end up having to go back, at least they have a skill to take with them.
Yeah, man, you can never take that from someone. It's like learning a language, right?
That's right.
It really is. Like, you can't take someone's skill set. Like when someone is like a very good at math, they're very good at math for some weird reason, you can't take it away from them. It's like, it's kind of like something that they have ingrained into the head. Like, you see what I mean? So the thing about this, man, is like, whose ownership is it to make this happen, though? Like, whose responsibility is it to actually make that impact? Whose responsibility is it to do those things? Like, whose is that?
You mean for them individually, or
like whose responsibility is it to actually help them with the funding, to actually help them with the life that they want to live? Whose responsibility is to actually, make that foundation for them? Whose is that?
Well, I wish it was more than just me, but it's us. I mean, we have to take the initiative to make that happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everyone's the initiative as a whole, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's the you that wants to start it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly, 110%. Now, based off everything you mentioned to me ever since the past November, like Microsoft going down, not knowing when to sell, and like walking me through this, it's like, I know that what we're doing here will actually help you. Okay, so what I want you to write down right now is at the very, you have a piece of
to come back and say, hey, we need to totally scrap.
Yeah. So all that sort of, like that review and that feedback, like I mentioned to you, is going to be like on email with him once he actually reviews it, right? That's
right.
For you guys to discuss. Now,
okay.
With that being said, man, like the full investment to actually get you started is going to come out to 10K. The next steps are to get you onboarded. How would you want to proceed?
I mean, I guess. What do I do? Just write a check to you guys, or I mean, I
don't know. You can write check the mailbox. No, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. I'm here with you, man. So the next steps are, man, I could fill out the payment information for you. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah. I mean, do I?
I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through it.
No questions first, or what?
No. So I'll walk you through it. So this is how it's going to work. Let me know if you could see my screen. Okay.
Yes.
So give me one quick second. Okay. Let me know if you can see my entire screen because it was glitching out this morning.
Just a second.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. So what are the first 4 numbers on your card? Just verify it's you. But if it just sent you that text that's saying it is you, then let's see if it goes. Okay. Congrats, man. How do you feel? Feeling good?
Good. A little anxious.
Okay. Well, it's okay, man. It's okay. That's part of change. Yeah. It's good.
But I'm excited.